Hey y'all, welcome back to another week of What's for Dinner. On Monday, we had a simple taco night. So I had actually already ate one of my tacos before I realized that I forgot to get a clip of my plate. So that first one is actually Josh's that I stole for presentation. But on my tacos, I had lettuce, tomato, avocado, cheese, sour cream, and taco sauce. I served that with a side of Mexican rice that I cooked in my Instant Pot. So first, I added in some vegetable oil, followed by a cup of long grain white rice. And I did have this on the saute function. And I just stirred that around for several minutes until it turned a light golden brown color. And once it got to this point, I added in some hot water. And this recipe is honestly so similar to the one that I always make over the stovetop. But I have to say, I think I like the one in the Instant Pot a little bit better because of the texture. It was a lot more fluffy and my kids absolutely loved it. They ate so much of it. But next, I just added in an 8-ounce can of tomato sauce and I stirred that to combine. And then for my spices, I added in some chili powder along with some tomato bouillon and some minced garlic. So then I just gave that a final stir, and then I popped my lid on, made sure that it was on the sealing position, and I hit the manual button and set the timer for 4 minutes. I left that natural release for 10 minutes, and then I did a quick release. No steam came out, and this is what it looked like when it was done. I just fluffed it up, and I let it sit for about 5 minutes. I will have this exact recipe linked in the description box. On Tuesday, I made these delicious chili cheese fries that I have been craving for so long. I used that leftover chili dog sauce that I made a few weeks ago that I just froze, and I served that with a little side salad with some Italian dressing, you know, for balance. But next, I'm going to show you how I put this together. On Wednesday, I tried a new recipe for a chicken noodle soup in the Instant Pot. So first off, I just added in some olive oil along with some peeled and chopped carrots and some celery. I just seasoned those up with some onion powder, or you could, of course, use a whole onion. I just sauteed that for a few minutes, and then I added in some minced garlic and sauteed that for another minute. Next, I added in a whole chicken followed by 8 cups of water. And then next, I added in 2 tablespoons of low-sodium soy sauce along with some salt and plenty of black pepper. Then I just popped my lid on and once again made sure that it was in the sealing position, and then I tapped that manual button and set my timer for 20 minutes. When the beeper went off, I did a quick release, and then I just removed that chicken to a separate plate so that it could cool down a little bit before I start removing the skin and shredding the chicken. And then next, I just hit that saute button, and once my chicken broth started boiling a little bit, I added in my egg noodles, and I just cooked those until they were done. And then I added back in my shredded chicken along with some parsley, and then it was done. This made a ton, and I served my bowl with lots of extra black pepper, and we love this, including the kids, so I will definitely be making this again. On Thursday, we just had that leftover chicken noodle soup, and I served it with a grilled cheese. I could honestly probably eat soup every single day and never get tired of it. I just love it. On Friday, I made some more air fryer bagels that we love. So for the ingredients, I have some whole wheat flour, some plain Greek yogurt, and some kosher salt and baking powder. So in my mixing bowl, I'm just combining that salt and baking powder in with the flour. And then I add in 1 cup of that Greek yogurt, and I just stir that together with a fork until it becomes this crumbly mixture. And then I dump it out on some parchment paper that I have some some flour dusted on it, and then I knead that together, roll it into a ball, and cut it into 4 sections. And then I just roll that up into little bagel shapes, and I brush some egg wash on each of the bagels. And then I just pop that into my air fryer, and I set my timer for 12 minutes at 325. I also made some shredded hash browns. I'm just using the Great Value frozen shredded hash browns, and I also made some fried bologna and some scrambled eggs. We just love having breakfast for dinner. I put some whipped cream cheese on my bagel, and some ketchup on my hash browns, and that was it. So easy and delicious. On Saturday, we had an ugly sweater Christmas party, so I made some sloppy joes, which I will have that recipe linked in the description box. I had some little slider buns and some cheese to go along with that, and I also made this spinach and artichoke dip in my Instant Pot. I will have that recipe linked as well. And my friend made those sausage balls, and then I made the rest. So we had some cheese ball with Ritz crackers, some peanut butter fudge and Oreo balls, which I did record myself making those two things, and then my beloved buffalo chicken dip with some chips back there. And that was our dinner for Saturday. Finger foods are my absolute favorite. On Sunday, instead of eating out like we normally do, we decided to just stay home and have some of those leftovers from the party. So I had 2 of those sloppy joe sliders along with some of that spinach dip with some Ritz crackers. And that wraps up this week. I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you are new here, I hope that you'll consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.